Pratt.
necessarily.
Questions?
What did you think about what Coach said about the program moving up and up and up? I know you're not going to be here in the future, but where do you think the program's at?
I mean, I think it's steadily increasing in the right direction. You know, just getting the right people in here, the right, you know, athletes, the right people. You know, from where it was when I first came in to where it is now, I think there's been tremendous increases everywhere. So I think it's in the right direction.
How about the injuries on offense, Michael? How much do you think that has kind of, kind of hampered you guys the last few weeks?
Yeah, I mean, injuries are always tough, but, you know, it's the game that we play. You know, injuries are going to happen to everybody. You know, I don't think any team in the country feels great right now like they did in September going into week 1. But, you know, that's the name of the game. You got to adjust and you got to adapt and overcome. But I think the guys that have stepped up into those roles have done a really good job, and, you know, they've continued to do that for us.
You had an interesting year physically. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. Definitely where I want to be. You know, nothing lingering or anything like that, so I'm happy with that.
So it was 3rd and 9. You had to make a play to get the first down. You went to Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
Willie just talked about how a lot of veteran guys have been in this situation. How much did that help you in that situation? And how much trust did you have in him to make that play?
Yeah, it was a crucial situation. We had to make a play. I mean, like you said, it was 3rd and 9, and you know, huge credit to the offensive coaching staff of the play call, getting us in a position to make the play, and great job by the offensive line picking up the blitz, and you know, Chris just making a play, made it easy for me.
So what do you feel? How do you feel about going back to Boca?
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm really excited. You know, to get to go play where I grew up, and I got a lot of people coming to the game, so a lot of support, and just fired up to be back there.
How many tickets are you responsible for this week?
I handed that all to my mom. She's got that covered, but I'm pretty sure she went to the ticket office at FAU and did like a bulk pack, and I'm pretty sure she got over like 300 tickets. So,
That's a lot.
yeah, there's a lot of people coming.
Is there a official Michael Pratt fan club down there?
I don't know what's going on. I'm just worried about the game. I guess we'll see when we get down there.
That's fun to kind of go full circle on that, though, right?
Yeah, no, it'll be really exciting. A lot of my buddies that I grew up with that are still living down there are going to be able to come to the game that haven't necessarily been able to come to games in the past. A lot of family coming down, and you know, high school coaches, and you know, people that I grew up with. So it'll be a cool experience.
Did you tell them all to wear green so you can find them in the stands?
I think we'll be able to find them.
So there was a run by Mackay where you were running as fast as I've ever seen you.
Uh-huh.
You didn't really block anybody. You
Uh-huh.
were ready to block people. Just what were you feeling on that?
Yeah, I mean, handed it off, and you know, I saw him cut back, and you know, tried to go help and create a lane for him. I thought he was running a little farther outside of me, so the guy that was to my right that actually ended up making the play, I didn't think he was going to get into it, so I tried to bypass him and go to the next guy, but just trying to help him out a little bit.
What do you think wins these games, like late season, where you know there's so much at stake? What do you think wins these games, Michael?
I mean, I think it comes down to what Coach is talking about. You know, the mental toughness. You know, the physical toughness is one thing, but it really comes down to the mental toughness of being able to, you know, wake up every morning and come to practice and show up and be attentive and, you know, do your part and go 110%. And also being able to come out here and be a leader, you know, for a lot of guys that have stepped up into leadership roles, and you know, having positive attitudes no matter what's going on, and just trying to get everybody going. So I think that's the biggest thing, is just the mental toughness and the mental grind of, you know, you're not going to feel good. You know, there's some factors that are difficult, but you got to, you know, push through and, you know, do whatever you can to help this team win games.
You guys keep talking about trying to play a complete game. It hasn't happened yet, but you keep winning. Can that help you in the sense that, I mean, you know, you still haven't played your best, but you've been able to get it done when it mattered?
Can it help us?
I mean, can not, knowing there's still a lot that you're winning, but you can play a lot better is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, I think, you know, it takes a lot to win a football game, especially at this level, and you know, we're 9-1, so we're happy about that. You know, I think we definitely can play a lot better in a lot of different areas, and like you said, I don't think we've played our complete game yet, really not even close. But just knowing that that's there, and you know, working towards that, you know, we got to continue to, you know, push through. And, you know, I give a lot of credit to all the guys and the coaches and stuff, is when we're in those situations, you know, I think 2 or 3 years ago, you know, a lot of those tough games, we don't win those games. But being able to finish, and, you know, the grit and, you know, battling through adversity, and same thing, it's mental toughness of going out there and knowing we got to make a play. Like you said earlier, 3rd and 9, you know, got to make a play. You know, that play right there was really what sealed it, and really gave us control in that situation. But, you know, do I think we've played to the best of our ability? No, but if we went back to August and September and said that we were going to be 9-1 on this date, then I would say, hey, we'll take that. So, you know, never going to discredit, you know, a win. But, you know, we do got to continue to get better and, you know, try to not put ourselves in some of these tight situations.
You were 8-2 at this stage last year, so
Yeah.
you're ahead of that. You haven't lost a road game since the start of last year. Again, is that just more about the mental toughness, or what is it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it speaks a lot to the mental toughness and staying locked in, and the leadership, and, you know, coaches getting us ready to play and keeping us, you know, our heads on the right path and what we're supposed to do when we're on the road, because, you know, it's easy to get distracted, it's easy to do a lot of different things, but, you know, I think that is a testament to, you know, the culture and what we have going on here.
Are you ticked off at all that you didn't get to play in the Ole Miss game? I know there's nothing you can do about it now, but when you look back on it, that, you know, that had to be a killer not to be in that game. Huh?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was extremely hard, you know, not being able to be in that game, but, you know, you gotta take everything for what it is, and, you know, do your part wherever you can. And, you know, in that game, my part wasn't on the field, and, you know, I tried to be a leader on the sideline and, you know, get people ready during practice throughout the week. But, you know, it was something that was definitely, you know, difficult, but not something that I've focused on. You know, we had that week and got past it and haven't really looked back.
You guys have changed the perception of this football program incredibly in a few years. I know that's things maybe you look back on later, but how cool was that to, like the CFP show tonight, to see you guys pop up on the screen there?
Yeah, no, it's been amazing. You know, winning a lot of games, it's fun. That's what we work, like Coach was saying, damn near 365 days a year. You know, that's the goal, is to win football games, and, you know, to build this program, and, you know, winning's the fun part. So, you know, we just got to continue to keep building and, you know, keep increasing that.
Oh, and any just thoughts on it before you leave FAU? I mean, anything stand out about your opponent coming out?
Yeah, I think they got a lot of really good talent. You know, they fly around, they play hard. I think they have a really good front seven. You know, they got some guys in the back end that can play some ball and do some really good things, but I think especially up front, interior, their tackles are really good, and, you know, like Coach was saying, they're very disruptive. They are pretty close in leading the country in tackles for loss, and, you know, do a really good job of getting pressure on the quarterback. And they don't do a ton of exotic blitzes of what we've seen from a lot of different teams, but they definitely try to put some pressure on the quarterback and make some disruptive plays. So
it could be a challenging game for you and Mackay.
I mean, I think any game can be challenging, but, you know, it just comes down to the preparation and knowing what's going on, and, you know, good communication between me and the O-line and Mackay.
Right side of your offensive line was all new in terms of the position they were playing. How'd you feel like they did for you?
Yeah, I think they did a really good job, especially, like you said, being all new and, you know, not getting reps at those positions all year. But, you know, they practice really hard. You know, they spend a lot of time in here in the film room, and, you know, meeting with Coach Rochar and, you know, doing the little things right. So, you know, I have a lot of confidence in those guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Awesome. See y'all.
See you.